In the aftermath of the ambush on the devil hunters of public safety, Aki wakes up in the hospital to Denji and Power looking over him. Although Denji and Power are playing around, Aki asks them how many hunters survived, and Denji tells him everyone except them, Kobni, and Madoka had survived. Denji then leaves, but feels sorry for Aki. In addition, the cursed devil tells Aki that he only has 2 more years to live. Then Aki cries over Himeno's death while Denji listens from outside the room. Denji realizes that while he feels sad with Himeno's death, just like Pochita's death, he has never cried over it, and Denji wonders if something is wrong with him. He decides to see Makima to cheer himself up. Meanwhile, Yuutaro and Michiko arrive to see Aki to help the remaining hunters. Since Samurai Sword was after Denji, Makima meets Denji and Power and tells them she asked for the Kyoto hunters to reinforce the remaining hunters of Division 4 after they were decimated in the last battles. At the graveyard they meet Kashibe, who will serve as their new captain. Denji and Power reveal they don't really care that their comrades have died, and that they'll side with whoever is winning the fight, which impresses Kashibe, who finds them interesting. Kashibe then breaks both of their necks to disable them, and heals them with blood. He intends to train them harshly beyond the capabilities of humans, as Denji and Power are both devils. As the strongest devil hunter, Kashibe plans to train them by hunting them until they survive. They fight him but are easily defeated, and Kashibe plans to destroy them over and over because they are partially immortal. At the hospital, Aki tries to summon the Fox Devil, but she doesn't arrive, and Yuutaro thinks that she might be angry because of the previous battle. Michiko and Yuutaro ask Aki if he plans to leave public safety, as his strength is greatly diminished. That Aki won't give up until he has destroyed the gun devil who killed his family. The Kyoto hunters leave, remarking that they heard the Division 4 hunters were all crazy, while Aki gets an unexpected visitor. Kashibe trains Power and Denji until they nearly pass out, and Denji dies so many times that Power has to keep hitting him awake. After Kashibe leaves, the two walk home and wonder if they should run away to avoid training, but are certain that devil hunters will come after them if they run. Power forms a plan to use alcohol to beat Kashibe, to lower his senses and beat him up after, and Denji calls her plan brilliant. The next morning, Kashibe arrives at the apartment where Denji and Power have set up a trap to eliminate him. But after springing the trap, Kashibe is able to easily overpower Denji and Power, although Kashibe compliments them on their effort, as they seem to be improving. Kashibe then leaves for drinks but kills Denji before he leaves. With the loss of the Fox Devil and with limited lifespan remaining for the Cursed Devil, Aki asks Yuutaro and Michiko to take him to the public safety prison so that he can contract with another devil. In the hospital, Himeno's younger sister saw him to drop off Himeno's letters to her father's, where she talked about trying to get Aki to quit public safety and live as a civilian with her. A determined Aki then meets with the future devil to form a contract and gain its power. After the future devil sees Aki's future, he agrees to contract with Aki as long as he can live within Aki's right eye. The devil reveals that Aki's future will be terrible and tries to taunt him, but Aki doesn't care and agrees to the contract. Meanwhile, after days of trying to ambush Kashibe, Denji and Power manage to injure the old devil hunter. Since they have had proper training now, he reveals that their next operation is to capture Samurai Sword and Okane. He also reveals that if they fail, public safety will eliminate Denji and Power. Later, Kashibe meets with Makima and states while he finds the younger hunters annoying, they are growing on him. He then accuses Makima of manipulating the situation and getting the devil hunters in Division 4 killed on purpose, but that he will let her manipulation slide as long as she serves humanity's interests. Meanwhile, Samurai Sword and Okane are hiding with their men, fearful of Makima's power. However, they refuse to run because they still want to kill Denji. Although they have only a few men, they still have the leftover zombies from the zombie devil. Yuutaro and Michiko reveal to Aki that they also are targeting the gun devil, but they have realized destroying the gun devil is hopeless as they try to persuade Aki to give up. Aki leaves them stating that he doesn't care what they think and he won't stop, and Yuutaro calls him crazy in a friendly way. Meanwhile, Makima meets with a criminal boss who has found out Okane acts as an intermediary between the gun devil and its contracts. He agrees to flush out the spies in his organization that work for the gun devil, but Makima demands the identities of all the criminal families. The boss refuses, saying that if the mob and the government destroy each other, foreign criminals would arrive in Japan. The Makima reveals her power and intimidates the boss into doing her will. The government track down Samurai and Okane, who are quartered in a building. The police surround the building while the devil hunters are sent inside to fight. Kashibe warns the police to keep an eye on devil hunters working for the government, including the Shark Fiend, the Violence Fiend, the Spider Devil, and the Angel Devil, who make quick work of the zombies. Most people avoid the Angel Devil because he drains people's lifespans, but he is surprised with how casual Aki acts around him. Aki then orders Denji and Power to split up from the rest of the group to track down Samurai. Meanwhile, Makima helps the raid from far away by eliminating the remaining thugs. Aki is able to track down Okane, who surprises him with the ghost devil who is now working for her. The future devil tells Aki to use his power to see into the future, but although he fights well, Aki becomes overwhelmed by the devil. Aki remembers the first cigarette Himeno gave to him when they first became partners, and one of the ghost devil's hands shows him a cigarette. This reminds Aki that Himeno told him the weakness of the ghost devil, that it can only see fear. Aki then ignores his fear and eliminates the ghost devil. Komi then captures Akane, who was distracted by Aki. Denji and Power prepare to hunt Samurai while Power eats a zombie arm. Power then leaves the elevator to fight zombies. Aboard, Denji meets Samurai on the final floor, who tries to surrender as long as Denji atones for destroying the mafia, which he refuses to do. Samurai feels that the sword devil has replaced his heart, and that Denji's heart must have been replaced as well. The two then restart their duel between chainsaw and sword. First fighting on the rooftops and then on top of a moving train, Samurai compliments Denji's fighting skills, which have gotten much better. Denji proclaims he will beat Samurai to keep his good life at public safety and make Makima happy. The two continue to fight, but Denji starts to lose when Samurai involves civilians and Denji has to protect them. Samurai then disables Denji and requests that Denji apologize for killing his grandfather. Denji then tricks and beats Samurai into thinking he only has one chainsaw left on his head, when he actually had chainsaws hidden on his feet and knees. Samurai wakes up imprisoned by Denji, who took out the katana devil from the man. But Denji isn't satisfied with just capturing him, and when Aki arrives, Denji suggests they have a contest to keep kicking Samurai's groin over and over. This is because he killed Himeno and removed one hot girl in Denji's life. Aki doesn't think this is what Himeno would have wanted, but he agrees anyway. Meanwhile, the police and the rest of the devil hunters finish the operation. Later, Makima reports her findings to the head of public safety that Samurai and Akane had been working with the gun devil, but Akane had been killed before she could be questioned. Okuma reports that with more of the gun devil flesh found in the building, public safety can finally start tracking down the gun devil himself. After the long mission, Denji, Power, and Aki return to the apartment to eat and relax, and while the others are resting, Aki lights the cigarette given by the ghost devil in memory of Himeno. Meanwhile, Denji dreams that Pochita is locked behind a steel door, but when Denji approaches, Pochita's voice warns him to stay away. And this is all for this video. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.